Unbox the universe.
Welcome back, I'm Indy RPM.
And I'm the Curio Hunter.
And this is Unbox the Universe, where we unbox fandom, trading cards, all sorts of things. Curio, I've been told that you have something extra special for me tonight.
That's right. We've been doing a variety of different things. We like to rotate it around a little bit. We're getting back into the superhero way of things, and this is actually sort of in preparation for Comic Book Day, which is coming up. So this is 2025 Kakawow's Phantom Marvel Rivals. We've got the complete base set, but you're not in for a long one. The base set was only 37 cards. But what they did was there are so many parallels, and we didn't spring for the parallels. We just got a base set. But this gives you the idea of what the most basic cards will look like. And so the theory is the parallels are only going to get better looking. And you've seen them in like our Kakawow Disney ones that we've opened, and we've got a variety of other ones. Kakawow has really gotten into. I even saw like a Game of Thrones set. Wow. They're now churning them out because they know that Americans will buy them. There's money to be made there essentially. So to get into the 37.
Yeah, and to be honest, I was looking at these. They all have unique character designs for well-known characters, so it's sort of exciting to dip in here. First, for me, I have Spider-Man. As you can tell, that's a little different uniform than what he's usually wearing, or costume. I think it looks really cool. He's got his Spider-Man insignia there behind him. We trying to keep these in order?
Yeah.
Okay. All of mine first?
Yep.
Okay. Up next, Captain America. Here's like some battle armor. Iron Man with one of the largest arc reactors I've ever seen. Thor, Odin's son. And he's built for battle there. That's pretty impressive. Got the Incredible Hulk.
And what I like about it is they've got some shiny, some foiling effect to it. And like I said, these are the base cards.
Yeah. You know. We have T'Challa, the Black Panther. Natasha, Black Widow. Off. I guess I didn't say that. Clint Barton, Hawkeye. I really like his design. For a guy that has had a wide variety of different uniforms, that's maybe one of the better ones I've seen. Stephen Strange or Doctor Strange. Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch. I really like this one too. I was peeking, took a little peek. I've never seen Namor drawn like this. Namor is sort of like Aquaman in Marvel. It's a really cool look for him. We have Cloak and Dagger. Over there.
We're getting into some of the less well-known ones, or at least for me. Cause
I know Cloak and Dagger had its own NBC TV show.
Well, we're talking Namor and Cloak and Dagger.
Namor was just in the newest Black Panther as the main antagonist. There's not been a one here that hasn't been in a movie or a TV show yet.
I'm a little behind here then.
Storm. Moon Knight had his own TV series.
And there's only 37. I can get them back.
Yeah, I apologize.
That's okay. For the ones that had like 144, it was a bigger deal.
Winter Soldier. Really tough there. Believe it or not, one of the more popular Marvel characters, Squirrel Girl. She has come so close to being in live action so many times. Huge fandom. Rocket Raccoon. I Am Groot. Peter Quill, Star-Lord. That's actually a really cool design for him too. Yeah, I like that.
Continuing in the Guardians theme, I've got Mantis. Going out of the Guardians theme, I got Venom.
That sort of looks like Mac Gargan, who was Scorpion. He was different than Eddie Brock. That didn't look like the normal Venom.
Magic. Jeek.
It's magic. Yep. She normally has like a energy type sword, but they've given her a real sword there.
Got Penny Parker.
She was in Across the Spider-Verse, animated one.
Glad you're here because some of the I know some of the main ones. We got the Punisher.
Yep. Frank Castle.
Yes, I realized that was Marvel.
Yep. Yep.
All right,
He was in Daredevil TV series. He's going to be in the new Spider-Man movie.
But when I think of Spider-Man, I also don't necessarily think of Marvel.
Spider-Man is Marvel.
He is Marvel.
He's like their Superman.
Well, it shows what I know.
Yep.
Not much. Luna Snow.
A card I actually do not know.
What happened here?
I do not know Luna Snow.
Yeah,
not familiar with her.
All right, how about Adam Warlock?
Oh, yeah. He was in the last Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Will Poulter, I think, played him really well, actually.
Nito. Loki.
Hopefully.
Hela.
Surely you know who Hela was. Yep.
Not a fan of that helmet. You know what I mean? Like,
they've had different designs. Basically, she resides over the underworld. In some depictions, she is a daughter of Loki. Some depictions, she's a sister. I think in the comics, she was actually a daughter of Loki. So if you pass, and she collects your soul, essentially, in Asgardian, instead of going to Valhalla, you would go to, basically, Hela. Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well, all I know is in the movie, I found that helmet to be distracting.
Yeah.
And so, it was easier to take more serious.
Yeah.
When it was just see the face, the hair, just like the battle helmet, just a thing you can't stop looking at. Just but, all right, Iron Fist.
Had his own TV series on Netflix.
Jeff the Land Shark.
Familiar, haven't seen anything with him.
Now, I'm going to prepare you a little bit, so give you some time to think, but we're going to go through 37. So, in my mind, these are the 37 most important ones. I'm interested to hear ones that may have been left out, that you think were maybe deserving of being on the list. You got Psylocke.
Would have not recognized her. She's an X-Men character. She was in Apocalypse.
Wolverine.
That's alright. Wolverine doesn't really look like you in the comic books. He's 5 foot in the comic books.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, there we go.
At least the beard looks familiar.
And Doctor Strange, Multiverse movie, John Krasinski played him with a beard.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's how I recognize.
But in the newest movie, he did not.
Tall and has a beard. That's my. Anyway,
stretchy.
We got Invisible Woman.
Sue Storm. That's his wife.
Gotcha. So one of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Human Torch.
Johnny Storm.
And if this last one's a big rock guy,
then
we'll know.
Yeah.
Yep. Finished it out with. All right.
There's quite a few that stick out to me. Jean Grey from the X-Men. Cyclops, leader of the X-Men. I think while the original X-Men movies didn't really depict him as cool or interesting as he really is, Cyclops is the leader of the X-Men. And in fact, at some points, he's actually ran Xavier's School for Gifted Children. He is actually a lot more like a Captain America type character with a little bit of edge.
I can see that.
I really think that in the new Doomsday movie, they're finally going to do him justice because fans have complained. Like, he should have been the character, not Wolverine. Like, Wolverine's popular, but if you have an X-Men movie, Cyclops should be the center focus.
Interesting.
Yeah, which I'm excited. I'm a huge Cyclops fan.
Well, and I think you really summed it up when you say, like, they kind of got to develop that character more for people to fall in love with him and stuff because they've given Wolverine so much screen time. And of course,
if you watch the new Disney X-Men '97, where they've like restarted the old Fox X-Men cartoon, just the first 2 episodes really shows you what Cyclops really is. I would encourage you. If you've got a spare 30 minutes to spare, just watch the first episode.
That's all I had for One Piece.
Yeah, and I'm dead serious. And it'll show you what Cyclops should actually look like. Like, he should be dominating. He should be tactical. He should be like a step ahead. Like, and his powers like have been underutilized in the movies. Like, he can do phenomenal stuff. It's like
you're saying he's almost one-dimensional in the movies.
Unfortunately, it's not. It's no. I mean, I can remember when the X-Men movies came out, sort of how it happened. Huge. Wolverine has always been popular ever since it came out in Hulk 181, and especially when Giant Size X-Men #1 came out, and he joined the X-Men as a mutant. Okay. But he's never really been the center focus until the films came out. And it was right around that same time that he got his own comic book series. At the same time, his popularity was sort of climbing, where Cyclops had been the leader of the X-Men since the 60s. I think like 62, 63, somewhere in there. And I desperately want to see an X-Men movie with a real Cyclops. They just have not done him justice. My opinion, and he was one that I was disappointed not seeing. Jean Grey was another one. I was trying to think. We've seen the Punisher, Rocket,
Mystique. I mean, if we're just going through X-Men alone,
the only thing that I could think of is I didn't really see any villains here. And for a thing called Rivals, you would expect it. Like, there was Magneto, but like, there was no Apocalypse. There was no.
It's almost like it should have been half and half.
Yeah, you would have thought there had been some villains in here. Namor has been a villain, sort of ish, only because him and Reed Richards seem to butt heads because Sue and them sort of have a relationship, like back and forth. There's this. Did you watch the new Fantastic Four movie? I didn't think so. Yeah, Namor's a complex character, and depicted a little different than what he was in the second Black Panther movie in the comics. But yeah, I just didn't see very many villains. That's not really any. I
mean, again, I go back to that 37's not a very diverse.
No, and considering they have a catalog of 40,000 characters,
Well, and the thing is, like, I wouldn't. It would surprise me if they don't revisit Marvel again.
Yeah.
Kakawow. And so, but what I can say is the artwork is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The cards are nice. Even the base. I mean, this is intended to be a premium product, but really the chase and the collectibles are all these parallels that come out, which we don't have any to show you, but.
Daredevil's another one. I don't see him. He would have been a popular one. Especially if you had Iron Fist and Punisher. I mean, if you went as far as Penny Parker, she's a fairly rare. Like, unless you've seen, unless you actually are in Japan, where she's actually a more popular Spider-Man type character, or you've seen the new animated Spider-Man movies. Realistically, you wouldn't have known about her. Mantis was really rare up until
Guardian of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I mean, like that one surprised me. I wouldn't think that she would have as much clout to be included in a group like this when so many, like you mentioned, are.
Yeah, I'd have liked to see Cyclops. There was only one card that I really seen that I didn't care for. I thought all the designs were really neat. But the one that really bothered me, in a weird way, was Wolverine.
Because for many of these, you say it's an art that you're not
unique design. The Penny Parker's not that far off. Mm-hmm. She basically controls this mech spider. Yeah,
throw them up there so that we can see what you're talking about.
I was trying to get back to the Wolverine here. The fact that they have the sleeves that come out of his hands there, those are actually just part of his gloves, and they have it as part of his hands. Something about that really drives. It's sort of like Hela's helmet. Like, that would be very distracting.
Things that you can't or can't not see.
Not to say that it wouldn't make sense, but in the comic books, he's like 5'3". He's a really short character, and it hasn't been until recently that they've started depicting him as a little taller. Yeah, I enjoyed the art style. Spider-Man's costume was really cool. I appreciate you picking them up.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's in honor of Comic Book Day, which is coming up. I don't know.
Free Comic Book Day.
Is it Free Comic Book Day, or is it just Comic Book Day?
It is Free Comic Book Day. So once a year, the manufacturers, everyone from Image, Dark Horse, Marvel, DC, there will be, usually it's like a new series that is running, and they give each comic book store like so many books, and at the top it'll literally say Free Comic Book Day. And what it is to entice current readers who maybe haven't picked up a new series or looking for a new series to read to maybe pick one up for free. Or realistically, the drive is to get people that just don't normally read comics an opportunity to pick up one and maybe pick up the hobby. I have participated in a lot of free comic book days. Our local comic book shop used to make a really big event of it.
First Saturday in May, right? I think is what I think that's
it usually varies. I think, and I could be wrong on that. Someone else will correct me. But that does sound right. It's during the summer, usually when kids are out.
I'm just going to throw it out there that, friend of the channel, Galactic Games and Things, out of Albany, Illinois, has invited us back for Free Comic Book Day. Because we went down there, we had done a live stream, we showed you a little bit of the shop. It was when Lorcana Winter Spell came out.
Yeah.
The place was so busy. We wanted to sit down and sort of have a few questions, interview Zach, the owner, and he was too busy, which is a good thing
for him,
but like it was constant, and we did get to interact with a couple customers and stuff. Some of them were brave enough to come over and do some rock, paper, scissors with us and stuff, but we'd like to get back there. And so like maybe we can work something out if our schedules align that we can go back there during Free Comic Book Day. I would like to take some of those Invincible cards with us. We had opened up some a while back. I think it's mid-season 2 already.
Oh, just
right now.
Invincible?
Yeah.
Season 4 comes out tonight at 2.
Really? I thought it was mid-season 2.
No.
Huh.
In fact, I just watched seasons 1 through 3 or whatever last night. Just to catch myself back up.
Well, in any case, it's coming out. It's very popular. We've got more cards that need opened.
Yeah.
I think it'd be probably the perfect thing. If we can get down there to the shop, do another live stream, take those cards with us.
Yeah.
Maybe finally get to interview them. It all kind of depends.
I think
probably the busiest day, though, of the shop.
Well, when I was thinking, there's actually... I have a whole large comic book collection. Not that I collect really actively anymore. But I have Invincible #1. I think it's at the warehouse, I hope.
Have to pull that out.
But yeah, well, actually, I for a long time, I collected a lot of Image books. Anytime they were #1, I got The Walking Dead #1, Invincible #1. At one point, The Walking Dead was up to like $10,000, and I wasn't even sure that I had it. But seeked it out and found out. Now it's a couple grand, I think. None of my books are graded, but
still not bad.
No.
For a couple grand, it'd probably be worth getting graded.
yeah. There's probably a lot in there. Well, like last couple episodes ago, I pulled out X-Men #1. I think I got X-Men #10, which had been like the first issue with like Magneto's group of villains. And, At some point, we'll have to bring in my collection and just pull out some of my first, because I think it'd blow people away.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't have them, and I do.
Well, and so here's the thing. Again, it's another one of those things. We're trying to respond to some of your requests. We're trying to do like Marvel, DC, something like that on a quarterly basis as well. We're trying to get into sort of a regular rotation where you can look forward to it coming up, but not so often that you get burned out. This was sort of an attempt at that. We've got plenty to go over.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see some of these comic books. What little I know about comics is because of Indy explained it to me, and I think we all learned a little bit when he breaks them out and tells us about it and stuff. So,
I appreciate
that. That has been this is 2025 Kakawow's Marvel Rivals. Oh my goodness, you've seen it. 37 cards in the base set. Hopefully you have liked this sort of content. If you did, give us that thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the Unbox the Universe channel.
You about to say the Curio Hunter, didn't you?
Well, you know what?
You just subscribe to it as well.
Subscribe to the Curio Hunter as well. It helps our channels to grow. And make sure to ring that notification bell so you don't miss any future content that we put out. All right. I've said all I need to say, I think.
I have too. I've been in the RPM.
And I'm the Curio Hunter.
This has been Unbox the Universe, where we unbox fandom trading cards. And tonight I'm going to simplify it as Marvel Rivals. We enjoyed it. Interesting art there, Curio. Thank you for getting them.
That's right. Happy collecting.
Unbox the universe.
Let the cosmos roll. Rip that pack, drop that card, lose a little control. From the comics to the legends, every pull's a burst. Turn the whole room up when the stars